The global landscape is shifting. Rising powers are challenging the established order. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are at the forefront of this transformation. These emerging economies have experienced significant growth in recent decades. Their influence on the world stage is undeniable. The BRICS bloc has expanded its reach even further this year. 4 new members, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates, have joined the group. This expansion reflects the growing appeal of BRICS. It also signals a desire for a more multipolar world. The inclusion of these new members adds to the bloc's economic weight. It also enhances its geopolitical significance. This expansion is not merely symbolic. It represents a concrete challenge to the existing global order. The BRICS nations are no longer content with being rule-takers. They are asserting themselves as rule-makers. The world is witnessing the emergence of a new geopolitical reality. The BRICS nations are united by a common goal. They seek to create a more equitable and just global system. They aim to reform international institutions. These institutions are seen as outdated and biased towards the West. The BRICS nations are determined to have their voices heard on the world stage. Their rise is a testament to the shifting balance of power in the 21st century. A key aspect of the BRICS strategy is de-dollarization. This involves reducing their reliance on the US dollar. The dollar has long been the dominant currency in international trade and finance. The BRICS nations are increasingly using their own currencies for bilateral trade. They are also exploring alternative payment systems. There are several reasons behind this move. One is the perceived weaponization of the dollar. The United States has imposed sanctions on several countries, including Russia. These sanctions have limited their access to the US financial system. This has led to concerns about the reliability of the dollar. Another reason is the desire for greater financial autonomy. The BRICS nations want to reduce their vulnerability to fluctuations in the US economy. They also want to promote the internationalization of their own currencies. This would enhance their economic sovereignty. De-dollarization is a gradual process. It is unlikely to happen overnight. However, the trend is clear. The BRICS nations are committed to reducing their dependence on the dollar. The BRICS efforts to challenge the dollar have not gone unnoticed. Former US President Donald Trump has repeatedly expressed his displeasure. In a recent outburst on his social media platform Truth Social, Trump threatened to impose 100% tariffs on all imports from BRICS nations. He accused them of undermining the US dollar. Trump's threats are seen by many as a sign of desperation. They reflect a growing sense of unease in Washington. The US is facing increasing competition from rising powers. The BRICS nations are at the forefront of this challenge. Trump's protectionist policies are unlikely to succeed. They will only serve to further isolate the United States. The world is moving towards a multipolar system. The US cannot afford to alienate potential partners. The Biden administration has been more measured in its response. However, it is clear that the US is taking the BRICS challenge seriously. The US will need to adapt to the new global reality. It can no longer dictate terms to the rest of the world. The BRICS nations face significant challenges. They have diverse economies. Some are performing better than others. There are also political differences between them. This could limit their ability to act in unison. Despite these challenges, the BRICS nations are a force to be reckoned with. They have the potential to reshape the global economy. Their success will depend on their ability to overcome their differences. It will also depend on their ability to build strong institutions. The world is watching closely. The rise of the BRICS nations is a defining event of the 21st century. It remains to be seen how this will play out. However, one thing is certain: the global order is changing. The US can no longer take its dominance for granted.